How many of you remember that storm in, I think it was 2011, 2010? I think it was 2011 winter. I don't know which side. I don't know which side of the year end, New Year it was, but there were multiple storms along the east part of the country, northeast part of the country, and Chicago had real problems with Lakeshore Drive. And those people were stuck on Lakeshore Drive in this terrible storm, and they had to be extricated from their, not extricated, but they had to be taken from their vehicles to places of warmth, and it was quite the ordeal. Luckily, they had some snowmobiles handy, and they were, most of them, able to get where they needed to go, but not without a little bit of trouble. So no matter where you live, if you're going to be doing any kind of traveling or if you're going to stay in your home, this is a good time. We're into the second week of November here. It's a good time to put together some kind of a kit, which is better than no kind of a kit. So it may not be the best and the brightest and the most wonderful, awesome, creative, wonderful thing, but there's some very simple things that you can do with things that you already have in your house. You don't have to go spend money. One of the ladies suggested that we talk about this, and I'm not brilliant, but I'm really good at reminding people things. So here's the list, short list that I came up with. If you have a wool or a down coat, as we talked about earlier, that would be good to keep in your house or in the trunk of your car. Wool and down are both really good, along with reflective blankets that you can get for about $1.25, $1.20, that will reflect 90% of your heat. Would be great to have that. If you have kids and if you have children and you're going anywhere in winter weather, you need at least a few basics. Wool, down, reflective, heat. If you don't have wool or down, whatever you have is better than anything you don't have. Listen to the previous video, which was something about some kind of something is better than any kind of nothing, or something like that. So here's your some kind of something. Okay, some kind of blanket, preferably wool or down, reflective blanket, sleeping bag with a low temperature rating if you have it, a sterno can or a buddy burner. You need to use those with great care. You don't want carbon monoxide poisoning in your vehicle. You need to open the windows part of the way if you're using any kind of an open flame in a vehicle, and I am not an expert on that, so just get educated before you get in danger. A can of de-icer in your car, in your trunk, and in your garage, all three, so that you can deal with ice locks and so forth. The ability to make a hot water bottle at home, either a real hot water bottle or you can even take a pop 2-liter pop bottle. If you don't heat the water too hot, then you could even use that with care. Let's call it a warm water bottle, okay? Because I don't want anybody getting burned. You could put Daytrex bars. I think there's 3,000 calories in a bar. I could be wrong, but they're food bars for $4 or $5. Millennium bars are Daytrex bars are meant for long-term storage. You can throw them in the trunk of your car. They can even endure heat for calories in an emergency. Millennium bars are similar. Any kind of a bar like that that's meant to withstand the heat. A few candles with some matches. Protect your matches in a way to keep them protected from moisture. Let's see. Drinks, beverages that will withstand freezing. Tools of various sorts and kind, including a shovel and something like cat litter or its equivalent to try to get you unstuck in an emergency. Foods with high calories, foods your children will eat. Dry fruits would be a good one, among other things. Granola bars. Let's see, we already talked about candles. Flashlights that you already have in your house. The flashlights that you have a little hand generator on the flashlights, those are really good. The heat, I can't remember what you call these things, the little heat packs that you break them, and I don't know if you crush them or what you do, but they're like hot hot pocket warmers, hand warmers, there we go. Infant needs, and I think that was the end of that list. Let's see. But even if you just take a piece of paper out and make yourself a list of things that you already have at home that you can make a little improvised winter kit. Diapers for children. If you're going to be traveling anyplace, and if you're going to go cross country to grandma's house, you better have a better kit lined up than the one I just read. You better have more than that in there, and cash on hand and small bills on hand. If there's a power outage, you may have you may not be able to get into an ATM machine. You might have a $4 purchase and all you have is a $20 bill there. They may not give you change. It would be good to have 1s and 5s. It would be good to have coin change on you. If you're going cross country, you're going cross any place. If you're going a couple, 200 or 300 miles, 200 or 300 miles, 500 miles further, you really need all that stuff I just read and more. You should have food to last you 3 or 4 days. There have been cases of people in fairly populated areas that have gone off the side of like a ravine, sort of, and that one not too long ago, a couple of them not too long ago, where they were lost for days and days, and their kids went on a search to find them. So if you have food to last 4, 5, 6, these people were lost for days. Nobody knew where they went to. And they were stranded at the bottom of a ravine in a vehicle or outside of a vehicle. You need to have enough food to last you 3 or 4 or 5 days, and something to drink and something to protect you from. You can't protect from hot heat very well, but other than taking fluids, which you can protect from cold. So please don't venture out. It's almost 7 minutes, but it's cheaper than a funeral. Which is going to be another video, probably not tonight. I might do 3 of those. I do 3 cheaper than a funeral videos. Cheaper than a divorce is a good video. You need to really watch that one if you haven't seen that one yet. Not just saying so because it's my video. Cheaper than a divorce is a good video. It's a good video. So count your blessings. May they be many. I hope you need a calculator to get them all added up. And I don't know how many videos I've made today, but I'm going to make as many as I can while I'm able. Have a great time preparing. It's not anything to be discouraged or frightened about. It's just something to do. It's just something to know. So I'm always saying make a list. You can't possibly carry around all the ideas, things that you'd like to do in your head. You can't do it. You have a life to live besides that, and so you really need to make a list, or 2 or 3 or 4. I think I'm gonna take a little break. Thank you. God bless you once, God bless you twice, because I know you're mighty kind and nice. Bye.